Welcome back to Digital Right. In today's tutorial, we are going to continue our series on designing a website layout for a yoga studio using Adobe XD. In today's section, we will look at this aspect of the layout. Previously, we looked at this. This section has a solid curvy edge background instead of a straight edge background, and that we will look at how to achieve it. And then we also do have an overlapping section with the previous one. Okay, shall we begin? To start with, click on the artboard, double click to get the handle, drag downwards to increase the height of the artboard. Take the rectangle tool and draw a rectangle. The height should be over 1000, right? And then we come here and select this color, and we pick our text tool. The title here is our classes. We type in that. Okay, so we get back to our assets panel. The first character style, and the description below is the last but one character style. Let's give it a gap, roughly 15. We select the two, make sure they are centered, and then select the background and ensure they are all horizontally centered. We pick the rectangle tool and go to view and turn on our layout grid. What we are going to do is to draw a rectangle from one edge of the layout grid all the way to the other, which is 1404, and then the height should be 700. Turn off the border. We head over to our image, drag and drop on it, and turn off the opacity to, let's say, 80. Okay, with this done, we pick the rectangle tool again. 1404 by 4 will give us 351. Draw a rectangle by the same 351 by 700. That's fine. Turn off the grid, turn off the fill, and change the border color to white. We draw a line from the top to the bottom whilst pressing the shift to get a straight line. Turn it also to white. Turn off the opacity to 20 and select the rectangle and make sure it's aligned to the right edge. Type in our text, yoga online. Ensure it's this character style, 48. Select the rectangle again and select the heading and ensure they are in the middle and center respectively. Turn to our layers panel, select the heading, select the line, and select the rectangle. Group it. We turn it into a repeat grid, which is this one. Take the handle here and you drag to repeat the items 4 in a row. We do not want spacing, so we take our mouse right here. When we see the double arrow handle, we drag to reduce the space all the way to 0. Okay, and get back to this handle, drag it to the edge. So we have the 4 items, and what you're going to do is to change the various heading to reflect, right? All right, ensure the repeat grid is selected and double click on the first one to select that and delete the wide border rectangle. When you do so, the rest will also be deleted because that's the idea of a repeat grid, right? Adobe XD, using the repeat grid, whatever action you do on one item in the grid gets repeated across. Of course there are some instances or isolation when it has to do with individual items that needs to be customized per item, like the text we just did, right? So we delete that, and there you have it. It's all deleted, but then we still have our faded line in each item. Let's just come down here and add our button. Okay. With that, we ensure it's in the center. Zoom out a bit. Take the cursor right to the edge, and you see the double arrow that lets you drag in to create a guide. So we drag it right in the center of the artboard 960, and we leave it there. Drag another one right here, like 480. We zoom in. Pick our pen tool, and just slightly above the solid background, we click to initiate, and then we shift hold to make a straight line. And then when I get to the exact middle, I click and hold to let me have the handle to create an arc instead of a straight line. And when I do that, I'm going to bring the handle right here somewhere exact on this guide that I created, right? Just so that I can get a perfect arc in the first half, and then release it. When it's on here, I release it and bring it all the way to, okay, when I see it, it means it's symmetrical. So I click to release, then bring the mouse to the bottom, click again, then bring it all the way here. The moment I see the green guide, it simply means it's a straight line. So I click again, and then come here to close up the shape. I select a fill of this color and turn up the border. Right now, if you don't do it in the first attempt, you don't do it correctly, when you double click and click on any of the anchor, especially the middle one, it gives you the handle to correct the arc. So in this case, we can just slightly bring it down, right, so that it's the arc is obvious. Okay, when this is done, I need to repeat the same at the bottom of this section. So what I'm going to do is to go in here and duplicate. Control D to duplicate. Then I select this to align at the bottom. With the duplicate selected, I select this to align it at the bottom. Okay, so there it is. I shift, drag down. Okay, what I'm going to do next is go to Object and flip vertically, and get back to Object again, transform and flip horizontally, then close up the gap. All right. Okay. We come to our layers panel. You select our classes, all this object to group. You select the two curves, drag it down here and select a rectangle and group. So you have these two belonging to one section. Then you further group, you can give it a name, let's say classes section. With that done, we are going to shift it up to create that overlapping perspective. So we get back here, and the transform section, which is this, needs to go up. Okay, there you have it. Drag the guys off stage to delete. Thank you for watching. If you do like it, subscribe to our channel and give it a thumbs up.